Is something that I would hope, leaving this convention, is that this will be a beacon of hope and give confidence to those legislatures out there that have not yet gone through this process. The experience here went very well for the time constraints that we had, and we stayed within the limits of the application. And the committee effort, I think, worked well. Also, in my particular committee, we broke out into subcommittees. It sounds like the others did that as well, so that we could have a focus and really kind of get the experts on those specific proposals together to work on it. So it worked out very well in the committee I was on, which was federal jurisdiction, limiting the federal government. So that way it went well. Here on the floor today went well also, even with those time constraints that we had. So I think it shows to the other states that it can be done. It can be successfully accomplished. We can stay within the limits of the convention call, and we can be successful coming out with those amendments that would be proposed and sent back to the states for ratification. So it can be done. That's what I would send to the other states, especially those that are considering it, or we would hope to convince to begin the effort to consider an application. I was. We could have had many more, I think, coming out of any of the committees, but they were, again, stayed within the limits that we were given on the convention call. And I think they're timely in the way that we've had all these years to see what has happened to our current Constitution, and perhaps some of the court efforts specifically that have not upheld our Constitution the way it was written. First, have to open up a Constitution and look to see there's an Article 5 there. And right there, and that we took an oath to uphold that. And once you recognize that and see that and understand that, well, then it's go time. So we have taken an oath here to uphold this. This is an authority given to us, to the states, in the Constitution. Why, oh why, will we not act upon it? So it is amazing that it's taken this long to even get here in a simulated convention, but I hope we're well on the way to getting to a convention. This simulated convention, again, should show the world, or the other state legislatures for sure, that it can be accomplished, that they should now make the effort to come forward. It's well past time to get to a convention, to use the authority granted to the states, and have this done. So I would hope that the momentum picks up, and that we'll be in a convention of states in the very near future. My favorite moment would be when we did get to passage of any particular proposal. It's always a good feeling, those that come out of your committee. In our case, had 3 proposals, all 3 passed, and passed with really small amendments as well. So that shows that committee work was very, very effective, that we really came in prepared to come to the floor with a proposal that was pretty well in good shape. So small amendments were done, but it was a great feeling. Here you saw the states doing just what we're asking the states to do, uniting and coming together to address the concerns of our country. And what a great feeling that is. So here we had 49 of the 50 states here. The proposals after amendment process were all very well, if not unanimously, passed. And that shows the states are willing to come together and make the effort to reunite the United States. The process, we showed it here, that it was successful, a successful process. Even be more successful when their convention would be called, that we'd have more time available to work through these proposals. But I think people came here well prepared, and I think we would see that with a convention when it were to be called, and hopefully soon. And that is an important part too, that this work that we did here today really will lay that foundation, or has laid that foundation. So we can come prepared to a convention and go to work, and we can pass things. And that's back to the states, and their ratification is the final deal. And I think then we take proposed amendments back to the states that have a good chance of success for ratification.
It can be done, it will be effective.
So I think there are people who've never even heard of it that are going to see this and be impressed, and I think that builds enthusiasm.
This is the defining moment and the last opportunity to get our republic right.
We need a solution as big as the problem.